Today we're exploring one of poker's most revered and simultaneously soul-crushing experiences, playing the WSOP Main Event. Dropping $10,000 to play poker in Vegas might sound like the ultimate fantasy, but in reality, the WSOP Main Event is less a dream and more a brutal marathon. It's a long grind that tests your focus, stamina, and sanity while slowly bleeding your bankroll dry. This video is powered by SumSub, trusted by 4,000 plus platforms to verify players in seconds and stop iGaming fraud. Download their report from the pinned comment. Let's start with the most obvious problem, the casual $10,000 buy-in. That's right, just to sit down and shuffle up, you need to fork over 10 grand. But let's say you somehow scraped together the buy-in. Maybe you sold your car, convinced your spouse that this is definitely a sound investment, or won a satellite tournament after 47 attempts. Congratulations! Now comes the psychological torture of choosing which starting day to play. There are 4 day 1 flights spread across multiple days. And guess what? Your choice actually matters. Pick day 1A, 1B, or 1C, and you get blessed with days off before playing day 3. Choose day 1D like some kind of masochist and you'll play back-to-back marathon sessions with zero recovery time. You receive your 60,000 starting chips and take your seat ready for battle. That's when the first brutal reality hits you. The tournament levels are 2 hours long. In most tournaments, you're switching gears every 20 to 30 minutes. Here, you are trapped in the same blind level long enough to watch a full-length movie, except instead of popcorn and entertainment, you are watching middle-aged men in hoodies fold pre-flop for the 30th time. The playing days themselves are marathon designed by sadists. You're sitting at a table for approximately 12 hours a day. That's longer than most people's work days, except at work you can get up, walk around, and pretend to be productive. Here, every moment away from the table is a missed hand, and missed hands means missed opportunities to lose money in creative new ways. Your back starts aching within the first 2 hours. By hour 6, you have forgotten what it feels like to stand upright. And let's talk about those bathroom breaks. Every 2 hours, I guess, when the level changes, you get a 20-minute break. Sounds reasonable, right? Except you and 1,200 other players are all trying to use approximately 15 bathroom stalls at the exact same time. Some players have developed an advanced GTO bathroom strategy, leaving the table 5 minutes early to beat the rush. Others bring a change of clothes and check into their nearest hotel just so they can use their own private bathroom during breaks. The dinner break is its own special nightmare. You get 75 minutes to find food, eat it, and return to the table. Sounds reasonable until you realize that thousands of other poker players are simultaneously swarming every restaurant within a 5-mile radius like locusts descending on a wheat field. The poker kitchen inside the venue serves what can only be described as middle school cafeteria food at sports arena prices. Your options are essentially: number 1, eat food nearby; number 2, attempt to navigate Vegas traffic for better food and risk being late; and number 3, just pack a sad sandwich like you're going to summer camp. Now let's discuss the sleep situation, or rather, the complete absence of it. After playing for 12 hours, your brain is absolutely fried. You are so mentally exhausted that you can barely remember your own name, let alone complex poker strategy. But here's the cruel twist: you're also too wired to sleep. The adrenaline rush from playing for massive stakes, combined with replaying every hand in your mind, means you lie in bed at 2 a.m. thinking, should I have 3-bet the button with King-Jack offsuit? When you finally do fall asleep, you wake up in panic every hour, terrified you have overslept and missed your starting time. And if by some miracle you survive to day 3 or day 4, congratulations. Now you have to deal with the money bubble. Everyone at your table is playing like their life depends on it because, financially speaking, it kind of does. Making the money means cashing for about $15,000. Missing the bubble by 1 spot means you spend $10,000, played poker for 4 straight days, and walked away with literally nothing except trauma and a story nobody wants to hear. Let's say you actually make the money. Fantastic. Time to deal with taxes, the silent killer of poker dreams. If you are an American player, the IRS immediately withholds 24% federal tax plus whatever your state takes, which can be another 5 to 13%. If you are a foreign player from a non-treaty country, it's even worse. 30% gets withheld automatically. The 2022 WSOP Main Event winner did not see a single cent of his $10 million prize for 6 months because he had to navigate tax lawyers from 3 different countries. You win the most prestigious poker tournament in the world, and your reward is years of international tax bureaucracy. The physical toll on your body is genuinely horrific. You are sitting for 12 hours a day, eating garbage food, sleeping terribly, and probably stress drinking energy drinks like they are water. One 72-year-old player described cashing on day 3 at 1 a.m. and feeling completely destroyed. Phil Hellmuth, who has 17 WSOP bracelets, said at age 60 he might be too old to play the main event because it's too much of an endurance test rather than a skill test. And let's not forget the bad beats. After 5 days of playing perfectly, accumulating chips, and outlasting thousands of players, you can lose everything on one hand. Doug Polk got his aces cracked by kings near the money bubble in 2025. 80 big blinds, all in pre-flop with the best possible hand, and he lost to a 2-outer on the flop. Years of preparation, $10,000 buy-in, days of grinding, all raised in 10 seconds because the poker gods demanded sacrifice. Matt Affleck had aces cracked by jacks with 15 players remaining, costing him millions. He literally cried on camera, while the guy who sucked out on him went on to win the entire tournament for $8.9 million. But here's the absolute worst part. Even if you play perfectly, you are still probably not going to win the main event. The main event had over 10,000 entries in recent years. Your odds of winning that are literally less than 0.01%. The variance is so massive that skill barely matters in the early stages. You can play like Phil Ivey and still bust on day 1 when some recreational player who had a feeling calls your all-in with 7-9 suited and spikes trips. The tournament is so long and involves so many hands that you need to win countless flips, avoid coolers, dodge bad beats, maintain focus for 70+ hours, and even then, you are mostly getting lucky. Epson Jorstad revealed that winning the WSOP main event actually increased his stress and anxiety levels dramatically. People constantly ask him for money, all with sob stories that force him to make impossible decisions daily. Winning life-changing money gave him life-changing problems. So let's finally review. You pay $10,000, you sit in an uncomfortable chair for 12 to 13 hours a day, you play for potentially 10 days over 2 weeks, you wait in bathroom lines, you eat overpriced garbage food, you don't sleep, your body deteriorates, you pay exorbitant hotel costs, you face the best players in the world, you dodge bad beats, you survive the bubble, you navigate international tax law, and after all that, you still have a 99.99% chance of not winning the main event. So the next time someone says they're going to play the WSOP main event, don't wish them good luck. Give them a hug. They're probably going to need it.